Hey there, it's February 2nd. The unicorn has the day off, so I'll be doing a flow, combining all of the things, the advice, and the movement we've gone over in the last few days. I'm going to do this version of the flow from the mat. So go ahead and join me on your mat by sitting down either cross-legged or you can straighten your legs out, whatever position feels comfortable for you to just settle into your body for a few moments. When you found that position, just begin noticing where your body is making contact with the mat and the floor. If it feels good, go ahead and close your eyes here so you can tune in to that sensation, the feeling of the body, creating this foundation as it's connecting to the floor, being rooted and grounded. Notice how the mat and the floor are holding you and supporting you, creating the foundation that you'll move through for the rest of this flow. Just gonna bring your hands to your belly and we'll move into focusing on the breath. So you can begin inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. And as you inhale, pretend like you're inhaling, preparing to blow into a balloon. So inhaling, that deep belly breath is actually expanding the belly like a balloon. Exhaling glides your hands back to your body as you're exhaling. Let's do it again. Inhaling, taking that big sip of breath, preparing for the balloon. Exhaling, letting it melt out of your mouth. Do this a few times on your own, 3 or 4 times. Inhaling and exhaling. And switch your hands and continue breathing. And notice how the back of that first hand is feeling. Are there any sensations, any feelings in the back of that first hand? And continue traveling upward, journeying upward to the heart. So the hands still stay at the belly. But now I just want you to check in with your heart. How's your heart feeling? If you could describe how your heart is feeling in one word, what would that word be? When you've discovered that word for yourself, say it out loud. Take your inhale, taking your hands off your belly. We're going to go ahead and come to tabletop. So this is going to be on hands and knees. Continue to inhale and exhale here. We're going to settle into child's pose. We're going to take this foundation that we started off with and reconnect, making it a different shape. So we're sitting back, the toes are together. I set my knees out to the edges of the mat and then melting down in between the legs here into this child's pose. Take a moment here to just notice the parts of your body that are connecting to the mat. Noticing your foundation. Noticing your breath and how it's inhaling and exhaling in and out of your body. Revisiting that feeling word, that one word that describes how your heart is feeling. Now imagine that that word is floating up through your heart, up through and into the throat, where you're breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. If that feeling feels good to you, use your inhale to invite more of that in. And if it was a feeling that left you feeling meh, you didn't like it, imagine that gathering breath. And then on your exhale, you're crinkling that word up, you're burning it up, and the edges are starting to fizzle away with each exhale. The problem or the issue may not be going away, but that word, that feeling word, just for this moment, can be burned out of your system, out of your body, where it doesn't need to sit and take root. We want to get it up and out. Now go ahead and come up back into tabletop. We're just going to make our way up to standing. We're going to go into that mountain pose, that standing pose, to get ready for our dozens. And however it feels good to get up, just get up and walk to the front of your mat. Just take a moment to unwind and check in with your body. Just notice what you notice here. Your hands to your center, your heart. And it's a good spot if you like to set an intention, something that may help you in creating more of that feeling that helped you feel good, or maybe an intention to help burn away any of the feelings that you want out of your body. And we will begin 4 sets of dozens, so 2 on each side. It's a way for us to continue moving in and through, journeying through whatever shows up for you in any given day or any given moment. Let's get started with the right side. Inhaling up, swinging those arms up, drop your shoulders away from your ears, and give yourself a little back bend. Exhale it, forward fold. Step that right foot back. Inhale, come up into your lunge, and your lunge could either be this high lunge or can be a low lunge. And then your hands could be at your hips or maybe all the way up. But either way is good. Inhale, exhale, bringing the hands to the mat, step the left foot back, coming into plank. And you're just going to make your way down to the mat. Inhale, bringing the shoulders back, lifting up into Cobra. Curl your toes, exhale. Coming into down dog. Inhale, bring that right foot up, three-legged dog. Exhale it, step it forward, plop it forward. And this is the modification of the lizard. So this is our lizard. This is our nice modification. Inhaling, coming up into that high lunge or the low lunge, whichever shape you chose. Exhale it, forward fold, stepping that left foot forward. And inhaling up and exhale. Good, let's do that on the other side. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, stepping the left foot back. Inhale, come up into your lunge. Exhale, melt it down, stepping back into the plank. Find your way down to your mat. Inhale, Cobra pose. Curl those toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift up that left leg. This is your three-legged dog here. Exhale, bring it through, step it forward, swing it forward, whatever feels best to you. Good. Inhale, walk those hands up your leg or swing the hands up into your lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Just take a moment here to regain your sense of foundation, your footing, feeling the mat support your body underneath your feet, feeling your breath, breathing in and out evenly. Take a moment to make any adjustments you need to smooth out that breathing, inhaling and exhaling. We'll do these on the other side now. Here we go, inhaling up. Taking a nice little back bend, exhaling, forward fold. Step the right foot back. Inhale, coming up into lunge. Exhale, settling into plank, stepping that left foot back. Go ahead and let your body float down to the mat. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, curl those toes. Carrying that intention, pushing out any negative or stuff that you don't need anymore on this wonderful exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale it, bring it through. Staying here. Inhaling. Exhale it. Woo. Stepping the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale. Back up, swinging the arms back up. Nice little back bend at the top. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Right, other side. Inhale. Exhale. Stepping that left foot back. Inhale. Inviting any of that good, positive feeling to come into your body and stay and take root. Exhale. Forward fold, going to plank. Go ahead and melt it down into the mat. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, going into the down dog. Inhale, lifting up that left leg. Exhale, swing it forward, step it forward. Bring it to the front of your mat. Inhale. Carrying that wonderful good energy again. Exhale. Come to forward fold and squeeze out any of those old crackly burnt up words that you don't want to hold on to in your body. Inhale, coming back up, nice little back bend. Exhale, back to mountain pose. Just take a moment to notice what you notice. Notice your breath. Notice how your body's feeling. Notice how your heart is feeling. And lift those hands up one more time. Inhaling in, exhaling out, softening that forward fold there a little bit. Now what you're going to do is to step that right foot back and then put the right knee down. And you're just going to sit on your left side. I'm going to set up for the pigeon pose. And what I'm going to do here is bring that left knee up toward the top of the mat, creating this like jackknife shape for my left leg here. And then my right leg, I'm going to extend back and then roll over so that I'm centering my weight on top of the two legs here. And for what usually feels good here is to place your head on something that allows you to support your head and keep your neck neutral. So I've stacked my fists. I've made 2 fists and I've just put my head on top of these stacked fists. Breathing in to this hip opening stretch. And this is a really good one for activating and stimulating the sacral chakra, because we're literally stretching into it physically by stretching into the hips. And then energetically, because this is, if we think about the chakras, this is the sacral chakra where your core is for creativity, birthing ideas, birthing humans, and expressing yourself sensually. All right, go ahead and sit back on that left butt there, butt cheek. If we were doing this in a restorative class, we'd spend several minutes in that, 2 to 3 minutes maybe, but we're not going to do that here. We're just going to swing around and get to the other side so that your right knee is facing toward the front of the mat. And then your left leg is going to straighten out at the end of the mat there. And this is another opportunity to stack the fists and to rest your head on top of your fists. If it feels good to grab a block, you can use a block also. Imagine yourself just breathing into that side of the hip there. So the piriformis, there's a piriformis muscle, the deep back pocket, your hip rotator, and then also underneath in the outer part of the hamstrings are all getting this good stretch here. 2 more breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Right? Lift off of that. And then send your right leg back now, because we're going to come back into child's pose and then finish off in one last shape. So you're just going to take this child's pose. Reconnect with your foundation. Notice your breath. Notice how your heart is feeling. And let that all just float down into the spot that your head is making contact with the mat. So if that's your forehead, if it's the side of your face, if you're using a bolster, if it's your side of your face, if you're using a bolster, or if it's your nose, even whatever's touching the ground, just imagine your intention just finding its way there, settling there, beginning to take root. You are welcome to stay here in this child's pose, or if you like, you can stretch out and lay on your back. And this is a pose that we haven't covered yet, but it is one of the favorites because you get to rest and receive. You get to allow all of that movement and the energy you created for yourself to drop back down into the foundation that is your body, being supported by your mat. Continue to inhale and exhale here, whether you're in child's pose or this final pose.